This video I will be talking about all the signs that I can think of, okay, and what I know about all the signs. And this is if you're interested in this sign or you are this sign, based off my experience, based off just my head. Okay, so let's start with Aquarius, because isn't Aquarius the first after Capricorn? Because we end it with Capricorn and then we start with Aquarius, right? And then we have Pisces, and then we have Aries, and then we have Gemini or Taurus. No, we have Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. After Cancer, we have Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, back to Aquarius, right? So let's start with Aquarius. All right. If you're interested in an Aquarius, male or female, this is how I feel about Aquariuses from my perspective. Mind you, I have one placement of Aquarius in my chart, and it's in a good place. But okay, Aquariuses are air signs. All air signs are intellect, mental, communication, and logic. They rule the brain. They could even rule intuition, I would say. So with them using their head over their heart, they don't feel or think about feelings or emotions or move off feelings and emotions like water signs. Okay, so they merge their heart and their head together to make decisions, to take actions, and people would think that's kind of interesting, but they struggle the most with feelings and emotions. They also are not the best with feelings and emotions. They're not the most romantic either. Aquarius specifically, they could be nurturing, they could be water barriers, but it's for the bigger picture. Like, they want to serve the world. They want to serve a lot of people. They want to be the star. They want to be big. They want to be known. They want to, bear water onto a lot of things. So usually they go into business ventures, or they become like CEOs of companies, and they are the silent assholes a little, I would say. They really like having friendships, like a friendship group. They like doing what their friends like to do. And then also, they're very spontaneous, and they like unexpected energy. They don't like to be expected. They don't like to be held down. They don't like to be held back, told what to do. They like to vibe off their own thing. And like Aquariuses, they could be sensitive. I feel like they're the more sensitive air sign because they're in touch with water a little bit more. But can they come off very arrogant? Can they come off very overly confident? Yes, but they do have insecurities. Yes, they do. For a Aquarius to fall in love, it has to be like natural love. Like, it can't be manipulated, it can't be forced, it can't be pressured. It has to be like, you have to be the embodiment of love for them to want to follow you. Like, you can't be into them, you can't give them a hint or a sign. You just have to literally, it has to be an intuitive connection. Aquariuses love intuitive partners, like partners that can read their mind and stuff like that. So I see a lot of Aquariuses getting with Pisces. I see Aquariuses getting with Cancers. I do see Aquariuses getting with Scorpios. But with these air signs, if they're not the evolved Aquarius and they're the unhealed Aquarius, you're gonna put up with some pain, because they will destroy you with their words or their actions or their thoughts. Like, what they think, it manifests. Like, so if it's like something negative, like, they could destroy a part of your life, a phase of your life, with just like manifestation of like negative, like, so I would say wait until they're the evolved and they come towards you, where they show over interest in you. Like, they ask you questions, if they pursue you, if they look at you, acknowledge you, they want to be around you naturally, go with the flow with them. Don't do too much with air signs. Like, they're the ones that want to communicate. They're the ones that want to, like, be the leader. They're the ones that want to, you know, eventually you to follow them. And, like, they love to travel. They love to go out. They love to be with their friends. They love, you know, I wouldn't say so much romance, but, like, they could tap into that if they're the evolved air sign. But that's an Aquarius. You will always see them, like, either starting a trend or being popular. But they can be assholes, guys, and they could be secret assholes, and they could be plotting. So if you ever think about doing them wrong, they're gonna get you back, and they're gonna blame it on you. You get what I'm saying? It's never gonna be them. Like, it's hard for them to take accountability and responsibility. That's the evolved Aquarius that takes accountability and responsibility of their actions and their words. So that's Aquarius. Let's go on to Pisces. Pisces, water sign, emotional, intuitive, rules the heart, not the mind. They vibe from what they feel. They go with feelings. And, you know, water does its own thing. So, like, there's no controlling them. You get what I'm saying? So with them, they will fall in love quick. They will fall in love very quick. And they're very, not aggressive. They're very assertive sometimes. And they're sweet for the most part. Like, if you're talking about spirituality and keeping things, like, light with them, it's a cool vibe with Pisces. Now, when you start getting into material things with them, it can get a little tricky. They're either got it or they don't, or they either want it and they will get it. And with Pisces, they're very good lovers, like, especially in bed. They're good. And this is the healed, evolved Pisces. This is not the unhealed, broke Pisces, okay? They will nurture the shit out of you. They will tell you so many good things about you that they see, and they will love on you. Especially the compassionate empath ones. But at the same time, if they are rubbed the wrong way, they wouldn't mind hurting your feelings. But it's not like the worst of the worst, but you will feel like that attachment with them because they are very needy and clingy and, like, you know, and they're not the type that's gonna, like, leave you and, like, abandon you like that. They will stay with you, and they will come back to you, and they will pursue, and they even will buy you things, but they would want things from you too. These are the type of people that want to get you pregnant, that want to have kids. They don't care what the circumstances are. Like, they're very artsy. They're very into music. They, you know, these are the type of people that are artists, that, you know, sometimes they're even analytical. But these are the people that enjoy the world. Like, they're the outliner, the outsider of the Zodiac. Like, but they are on 10, some of the most clairvoyant, okay? They will read you. And it's cute. They do need their space, though, sometimes. So they might disappear, come back. They'll make you fall in love. Pisces experience is like none other. You'll think good thoughts of them eventually. You'll be like, you know what? They had more good in them than negative. That's what I got from Pisces. A cool experience. But long term, it's a little hard being with a water sign long term, like a Pisces, because they're very mutable, adaptable, so they change and they go with the flow of life, and they might disappear. I don't know. You would have to follow them, be on them, you know. But after Pisces is Aries. Aries, fire sign. See how I feel about fire? When I get to fire, I get to be, like, passionate. Like, fire signs, they're turned up. They're fire. You can't put out their fire. You get what I'm saying? And fire burns, you know, and everybody wants to throw water on fire. But sometimes people need fire to feel warm, you know? So they're the signs that make you feel warm inside. You get what I'm saying? They bring that warmth. You get what I'm saying? Fire signs like an Aries, very passionate, very creative, very leadership, very dominant, very headstrong. The leader of the Zodiac, because they're the number one of the Zodiac. Aries starts it. You get what I'm saying? If you ever come into contact with an Aries, that means you are fully rebirth. You're at the start of a beginning of rebirth. Aries will have your back like no other. They go hard for whoever they love. Like, and they do fall in love, they're just not gonna let you know, but they're gonna let you know subtly, like they're thinking about you. They're good partners for the most part. They're not like super in their feelings, emotions, but they're more like into communicating and like taking action and doing things. And if you fall out with an Aries, man, you're gonna see a bad side of them. But they're not really that type to show you the bad about them. They're really turned up, have fun, enjoy life, party, travel, enjoy the bond, get money with them. Like, they're lovers for sure. They're good people. That's what I could say about Aries. But if you really don't fuck with an Aries, just don't fuck with an Aries, because like they will get attached and they want to hear from you. Okay. So that's what I got from Aries. They want to meet people, they want to be places, they want to do things, and they do want to be in a relationship. That's how it is with Aries. They will have kids too. They're the type to have some kids, but they will also want to be like business moguls, CEOs. They want to be popular too. So what they say goes as well. They stand on business. Aries, they don't give a fuck about what other people think. That's what they think. That's them. Okay, after Aries, we have Taurus, earth sign. We finally get to an earth sign. Earth signs are melancholy, especially Taurus. We got the bull. You know what I'm saying? The bull doesn't really ignite until they see red. Okay, so the bull is just the bull, Taurus, from what I get from Taurus, they gotta have stability. They gotta have a job. That's number one for them. If they don't have a job, they do not feel right in the world. They will work their ass off to get somewhere in the job world. I swear to God, these are the people who will figure that shit out. That work, that money, that pinnacle, that stability is more important than love. They will not pursue love first. They will pursue stability first. They have to have some money, some savings, some plans. Like, that's very important to a Taurus. Yes, their love life is a hell of a mess because they don't really focus on it too much. But when they do start focusing more and more on their love life, they can get somewhere. Okay, these are the type of people that don't mind having kids, don't mind settling down, don't mind living with a person. They're very easygoing, but they could be very fucking spiteful if you try to like hurt them, and they could be kind of insecure. Okay, they hold a lot of things to themselves. They're not always open books. They think they can get with the same person they've been with. They're the type that'll be with you for 10 years, 20 years, and like still want you or try to get you back, but they're a little sneaky sometimes, I would say too. But Tauruses are very much bulls, so they could be very stubborn and very aggressive at times and passive aggressive at times. You either like them or you don't. That's with them, but they will pay for shit. I will say this, they will pay for shit, but they will throw that shit back in your face like you owe them something. So be mindful of that. But yeah, that's a Taurus. They're earth. They rule the earthly realm. They rule the material world. They rule the job world, the money world. Okay, they will be the workaholics. Okay, that's a Taurus. Now we're on to Gemini. Gemini, they're different. I'm not gonna lie, they're different. They're the different type of air sign because they're the mutable, adaptable air sign. Like, they come with duality, which is like two sides to them, like, the good and the bad, the black and the white, so sometimes people think they're crazy or they have two sides to them. Yes, they do, but so does Libra. Libra is similar, so we'll get to that. But Geminis, they're a little bit more relaxed than Aquarius. I'm not gonna lie, they're a little bit more get along with everybody, except that, they like to make friends. They like to like be in the party, and they like to like be creative and be like vibe. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to their love life, it gets complicated. They have to figure out their love life. It's a tricky puzzle for them. But are they good in bed? Yes. But can they really cultivate a long-term relationship? It's going to take time for them. But are they affectionate and loving? Yes. You get what I'm saying? But they're very logical. They have to be balanced. They got to find a perfect partner to balance them out. Somebody that they really respect and admire and love. They're going to go through some emotions and some feelings, but they're not very emotional and feeling person. They're more logic over heart. They're gonna go through some relationships before they get to their actual marriage partner, but these are the types that want to settle down eventually and be with somebody because they really like being with their friends like a lot, and they really like keeping the friendships for a long term. And they're the type that will check on you and like be there for you and like be cool with you and stuff like that. So it's not much to say. They end up being like big time stars and moguls, and people end up really liking Geminis because their mind is very interesting. Like, so moving on from Gemini, they're adaptable, mutable though. So anywho, let's go on to the next. Cancer, the water sign, the leader, a cardinal sign. So from what I know about Cancer really puts their family first. They really admire and love their family. They love their day ones. They love their ride or dies. They always keep them in mind for the rest of their life. Whether they talk to them or they don't, they always love them from the bottom of their heart. Cancer is a simple sign. They're the leaders, they're the starters, but they're sensitive with it. They're sweet. Usually people like them for the most part. They're probably one of the water signs I could say do try to figure out their work life. They are interested in work. It just takes them a little minute to figure out what they're good at. For the most part, they really respect their parents. They really respect their families. These are the types that will dip away and go and create a family legacy. These are the types that really want to fall in love and really looking for their partner, and these are the types that want to get married quick and have their kids and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? They're very intuitive but very quiet with it, and usually they're very popular amongst a lot of people. Cancers only become manipulative when you throw them under the bus. Maybe they're trying to be sneaky about something and you end up telling on their sneakiness, and maybe they want to manipulate that a little bit. So they can only become manipulative when they're not like feeling like in control. Like they like being in control. For the most part, they'll laugh with you, they'll cry with you, they'll listen to all your top stories, they'll even go to like the end of earth and back for you. But they have to be careful with falling into depression. That's the only thing over other people. Like they have to literally put themselves first and like nurture themselves more than they nurture other people, because they could be like the mothers, like the fathers of nurturing. Like cancers are out there and they're really working in their families. So that's what I got from Cancer. Is like they're creative with the music, but yeah, they do everything from feeling based. That's how they are, and they're very reliable. So that's Cancer. Who's after Cancer? Leo. All right, moving on to Leo, fire sign, very quiet. Leo is actually very intelligent, very smart. The evolved ones, the ones that know their worth, the ones that stay grounded, because they're a firm sign. So like they don't really stray too far away from like their home, you know. They're always the type to like hope that someone falls in love with them, hope that they get the ride or die, hope that they get the person that like loves them the way that they love them back. You get what I'm saying? Because Leos don't want to get played, and they happen to get played sometimes. You get what I'm saying? But they really want that one. They're the type that really creative, really into music, really into art, really into the books, go to school, be educated and shit, start businesses, run businesses, very intelligent individuals, very sound-minded, very clairvoyant. Yes, they will start a family. Yes, they'll settle down. Like these are the quiet fire sign. I feel like Leo's a little bit more strategic with their stuff, and they're a lot like Aries. They get along with Aries. They get along with Sag. Not too much to say about them. Can they be a little egotistical, a little bit, want the shine, want the attention? Yes. Look at me. That's a Leo. But they play fair with everybody, you know, for the most part. They just want their share or piece of the pie. Other than that, that's all I can really say about a Leo. Can they hurt your feelings? Yes, they can. Can they get in your head? Yes, they can. That's the unevolved ones, though. don't get with an uninvolved Leo. They will fuck you over. Not like money wise, but like emotion wise. Will they pay for things? Yes. Will they offer things? Yes. Okay. Will they try to find some money? Yes. Okay, so moving on from Leo. Virgo, Earth sign. Ooh. The adaptable, mutable Virgo. Virgo sneaky as fuck. I'm just playing. Some of them can be a little sneaky, but for the most part, they're trying to get the money. They're trying to get the money, the love, the affection, the attention, and they're trying to be messy and in your business as well. That's a Virgo. Long story short, they do want to be the star as well, even though they're not Leo, but they do want to be recognized for their talents, their skill set. And they're always trying to they're always trying to take care of themselves first. They want to shine. They like materialistic things, and they like being a provider for the most part, if they're the evolved ones. They're talented as hell. But yeah, they want it all, and they adapt and mute. They're mutable. So they're looking for that partner that's down for them. Will they fuck you over? Yeah. If they feel like you're not right, yeah, they will. And that's the uninvolved ones. Once they start getting older, maturing, they come back down to earth. They just need to keep grounded and ground themselves to the earth and be a little bit more like polite and positive. But other than that, Virgos can be very big, very smart, very analytical, and hopefully not too smart for their own good, because they can end up like really doing themselves a disservice. But other than that, they're selfless. If you meet a Virgo that's selfish, they're not really in their purpose, because they're really selfless. They're supposed to be. Alright, but other than that, that's a Virgo. Will they take care of you? Yes. Will they look out for you? Yes. Will they be with you for the long term? Yes. That's them. After Virgo is Libra, the last air sign. Similar to Gemini, they have two sides, because they're always searching for balance. Positive, negative, black and white. Libra, they're supposed to be the most romantic ones of the air signs, which is crazy because they still up in their head a lot, but they're supposed to rule romance. They're probably, I guess to say, most romantic ones, the ones that will take you on a date, and will pay, you get what I'm saying, and will kiss you, problem is their head gets in the way of like their heart so much. Like they have to learn from that, have more tact, in the way that they communicate, in the way they say things. They come off impulsive, they could say things that they probably don't mean or that they regret later. Otherwise, they pick partners that they probably need to like not rush into situations with, because they end up becoming a situation, like not an actual long-term connection. Libras usually have kids or they don't, but nonetheless they're very smart, very intelligent. They work really hard. They're always into jobs and work, and they're very generous. If they're not evolved, they will complain and they will be naysayers, but for the most part they are genuine good people. If they're evolved and in a good energy, they could be cool. These are the people that really always have families though, like baby mamas or kids, but they love attention, they love business, and they like being the leader, so they could be stubborn as well. That's a Libra for you. They're a little aloof as well, detached, but they want love. I will say that they want love. A little bit of some asshole in them. Alright, after Libra is Scorpio, the sweet, sensitive Scorpio, the innocent one that always wants to come off innocent, but low-key they undercover be keeping their little secrets to themselves. Okay, but Scorpio, easy to read. If you're intuitive and they're intuitive, you can read them like a book. I mean, not much to hide. Like, they like everything everybody else likes. They like, money. They like sex. They like food, they like getting dressed, they like relationships. That's how they are. The unhurt Scorpio, vulnerable, sweet, sensitive. If they fall in love with you, you fall in love with them, oh my god, they'll make your life 100% better. And not everybody knows this about a Scorpio, but they will evolve your life. Like, they will up your fucking life. Like, they will take your life to the next level. Like, as much as you invest in a Scorpio, they will double that. Like, they care about, like, you. When they fall for you, they care about you. They will invest time into hearing your stories, listen to you like a therapist, and then dissect the problem, and then like nurture the problem, and then like pray and hope that positive happens to you. Like, they give a fuck. Like, the ones that care about them, they care about. And it just takes them to ground themselves and to really choose who they're invested in. And usually these are the types of people who like being with one person for a long time, want a family, build, all that good stuff. A lot of people don't know that about Scorpio. They think that Scorpios are just like hiding under a rock, and they don't really like being too open, too vulnerable, because they're aware of like pain, out there in the world. But they're the type that will like help you dead shit, end shit, and rebirth shit, and like get you to the next level. Like, there's some dope Scorpios out there that are artists, and once they figure out their work and their money, they're gonna be outstanding. But they can manifest money really well. Do they take time in bed with you? Yes, they do. They will massage you, they will kiss you, they will go slow, they will go at your pace, they will take hours with you. Like, they're interesting people. Like, they just want to be loved genuinely, and they only want genuineness. Like, they don't want nothing fake. Like, that's how Scorpios are. Very loving and very intuitive. Don't have to talk to them every day. They already know what the vibe is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they will be reliable once they commit. Anyways, moving on to Sagittarius, the last fire sign. My sign. Alright? Sagittarius is the mutable, adaptable fire sign. And Sagittarius are freedom lovers. We like being rebellious. We do not like conforming. We think outside the box. We're not thinking of the expected. We're thinking of the unexpected, similar to Aquarius. Do we love adventure? Yes. Do we love going, coming, leaving, disappearing, coming back? Yes, we do. We like doing things on our own timing. We like thinking for ourselves. We like being unique and different. So when we desire a partner, which we normally don't really desire a partner, and people desire us, but when we get in relationships, we look for that person that like can mirror that back to us, but also give us what we don't have, which is that emotion, feeling, because we don't vibe really off emotion and feeling. We vibe off passion and fire, and like igniting the fire and the inspiration and the spark and creativity and money. Like, we love having our money too. Like, don't get me wrong, we will go and hunt for money and keep money in secret, and like, we will look for the deals, we will look for all the gold in the world on our own. Like, we're not the type to like get it off somebody else's back. But if they offer, we're like, why are you offering? Is it coming at an expense? Like, we're very intuitive, very psychic ourselves, in tune, and we like to question things, and our likes are very strong. Like, we either like you or we don't. We either are feeling you or we're not. We're either falling off of you or we're on you. We're either like hot, but we're not really like, we try not to be too cold. But if you made us cold, like, oh, the wrath of our coldness is just like very deadly. Like, we use our weapon. You get what I'm saying? Like, but we try not to, because we're the healers of the Zodiac. Our energy is very healing, very compassionate, sympathetic. We just don't want people taking advantage of that, so we might be on guard a little bit. But other than that, that's Sagittarius. These are the type of people that do want to have families and not end up being alone their whole life, but they still do want somebody that understands us. Okay, and then we're on to Capricorn, the last one of the Zodiac, the leader, the really quiet earth sign, Capricorn. Capricorns are supposed to be one of the most intuitive of the Zodiac. of the earth signs. They're the goats. They're the greatest of all time. They're really great people to connect with if they're the evolved, unhurt Capricorns, but they are very pessimistic. I will say that. Sagittarius are optimistic, Capricorns are pessimistic. They might look at the cup half empty, then half full, while Sagittarius is looking at the cup full when it's empty. You get what I'm saying? So they're very opposite, and like they will look at the things that are not going to work out first so that they don't like waste their time, you know, while Saggies will look at the things that could be built and worked on and make it work. You know what I'm saying? So Capricorn often like struggles in romance and love. Like they got to go through a lot to get to where they need to go. Otherwise, you could find them at a job working their ass off somewhere. They're not big showstoppers, big show-offs like that. They're just kind of like calm earth signs. Don't push their buttons because they really will go off, and I do not like that about Capricorn. But otherwise, yeah, they are interested in relationships and love. Just gonna take them time to get to where they need to go when it comes to like really like mastering love. You get what I'm saying? They're kind of heartbreakers sometimes too, but can they really do some business? Yes, they can. Can they really big stars? Yes, they can. You know what I'm saying? So that's Capricorn. They're the big boss. So that's what they think they are. They're the leaders. They fall for Cancers too. Yeah, I know Capricorns and Cancers. Anywho, that's my little spiel about the signs. Want to know more? Leave me a comment. Bye.